Welcome to our first video on our series where we are diving into the cheap houses in Japan. It has always shocked me how there are so many houses available for cheaper than your property taxes, at least in North America. Imagine walking through a quiet village in the Japanese countryside where the streets are lined with houses no longer filled with the sounds of life. Their windows are boarded, their once bright gardens overtaken by weeds, and their interiors shrouded in silence. These are Japan's akiya, abandoned houses that dot rural landscapes and are becoming increasingly common across the country. At the heart of this mystery lies a confluence of demographic and cultural challenges. Japan has one of the fastest declining populations in the world. Since the 1970s, birth rates have plummeted while life expectancy has soared, leaving the country with an aging population. By the mid-21st century, experts estimate that Japan's population will shrink from over 120 million to fewer than 100 million. This demographic shift has hit rural areas the hardest as younger generations leave their hometowns in search of better opportunities in urban centers like Tokyo, Osaka, and Nagoya. The result is a phenomenon known as kaso, rural depopulation, which has left entire villages empty and homes abandoned. The countryside now faces a dual crisis: a dwindling population, and an overabundance of unused properties. Government estimates indicate that nearly 14 million homes across Japan are currently vacant, and this number is projected to grow. By the year 2040, one in every 5 houses in Japan could stand empty, representing both an economic challenge and a haunting visual of a country in transition. Adding to the complexity of this issue is a cultural reverence for property ownership. In Japan, owning a home is often seen as a significant achievement and a reflection of one's success. Because of this mindset, many families hold on to homes even after moving away, considering it a loss of dignity or face to sell or demolish a property. In many cases, inherited homes are left untouched, as younger family members lack the time or resources to maintain them. These issues pose significant questions for Japan's housing market and policymakers. How can these homes be revitalized? What can be done to ensure rural areas do not lose all their vitality? If you've ever considered buying or selling property, whether it's a home in the heart of Tokyo, a rural escape in the Japanese countryside, or anywhere else in the world, I can connect you to a real estate agent who matches your values and personality. There's no cost to you, and it ensures the process is handled with accountability. Let me help you find the perfect match for your real estate journey. Stay tuned as we explore the cultural, economic, and personal stories behind these abandoned homes in the next part of our journey. Beyond the eerie visuals and the demographic trends behind Japan's abandoned homes lies a broader story of economic and cultural impacts. The rise of akiya, empty houses, has created unique challenges for the housing market and for rural communities grappling with a shifting social landscape. One of the most pressing concerns is the financial burden these vacant properties place on local governments and residents. Abandoned homes often fall into disrepair with overgrown vegetation, broken roofs, and structural damage. These properties become liabilities as they can attract pests, pose safety hazards, and reduce property values in their surrounding areas. Local governments must allocate resources to manage these neglected homes, including demolishing unsafe structures or repurposing land. This stretches budgets already strained by the costs of providing services to aging populations. The akiya phenomenon has also created what some call a ghost inventory in the housing market. Despite the abundance of empty homes, many of these properties remain unsold or uninhabited. This is because they are often located in areas with little economic activity or infrastructure to support modern living. Many of these homes require costly renovations to make them livable by today's standards, and few buyers are willing to take on that expense. Furthermore, strict inheritance laws in Japan can create legal complications, with multiple family members sharing ownership, making it difficult to sell or transfer property. Adding to the economic strain is the perception of these homes as undesirable investments. Cultural beliefs about akiya play a role here. For example, some Japanese people believe that abandoned homes may carry bad luck or even be haunted, making them less appealing to potential buyers. This stigma has only added to the difficulty of repopulating these properties. To address these challenges, innovative solutions have been proposed. One of the most notable initiatives is the creation of akiya banks, online platforms, where local governments and real estate companies list abandoned homes for sale at deeply discounted prices Some of these properties are even offered for free to individuals willing to renovate and maintain them. The goal is to attract buyers, particularly young families and entrepreneurs who can breathe new life into these aging communities. Another solution has been to promote rural revitalization projects. Local governments have partnered with businesses and community organizations to transform abandoned properties into community centers, guest houses, or creative spaces for artists and entrepreneurs. In some areas, these efforts have sparked new economic activity, drawing tourists and new residents to regions that were previously in decline. These initiatives, while promising, have yet to make a substantial dent in the problem. The sheer number of abandoned homes and the deep-seated cultural and economic challenges surrounding them mean that much work remains to be done. However, these efforts highlight the potential for innovation and resilience in tackling this complex issue. As we continue this journey, we'll explore more about the people and communities working to bring new life to Japan's abandoned homes. And remember, if you're looking to buy or sell property anywhere in the world, I can help you find a real estate agent who matches your values and personality, ensuring accountability and at no cost to you. While the challenges surrounding Japan's abandoned homes are significant, there are inspiring efforts underway to breathe new life into these neglected spaces. Communities, businesses, and individuals are discovering innovative ways to turn empty houses into opportunities, proving that even the most forgotten places can find purpose again. One of the most successful examples of revitalization is happening in towns like Okutama in Tokyo Prefecture. Here, the local government launched programs offering subsidies and incentives to families willing to move into and renovate abandoned homes. Some families have found affordable housing, and others have started small businesses in these spaces, transforming the local economy. By prioritizing long-term residency over short-term gains, initiatives like these aim to rebuild a sense of permanence and stability in these rural areas. Tourism has also played a pivotal role in revitalizing abandoned properties. In some regions, akiya are being converted into unique guest houses and cultural centers that highlight traditional Japanese architecture and lifestyle. For instance, in Shikoku, ancient houses have been restored and turned into accommodations that offer travelers an authentic rural experience. This influx of tourism has provided economic boosts to regions once left behind by urban migration, helping preserve cultural heritage while fostering new interest in these areas. Individuals have also made notable contributions to solving the akiya crisis. A growing number of urban dwellers and expatriates are purchasing abandoned homes as passion projects. These individuals often document their renovations, sharing their experiences on social media or blogs, which has inspired others to consider similar ventures. This movement not only helps revive abandoned properties, but also shifts the narrative from one of decay to one of opportunity and renewal. Technology is proving to be another ally in addressing the issue. Apps and online platforms now connect potential buyers with akiya listings, making it easier to navigate the process. Virtual tours and detailed property descriptions help break down barriers, allowing interested buyers to make informed decisions without traveling to remote locations. On a larger scale, discussions about national policies continue to evolve. Some experts propose further tax incentives to encourage property transfers, while others emphasize the need to overhaul inheritance laws to simplify the sale and transfer of these properties. International buyers are also beginning to show interest in Japan's affordable real estate market, potentially creating a new wave of investments in these rural areas. While the road ahead is long, the combined efforts of local governments, communities, and innovative individuals are creating a blueprint for addressing the akiya crisis. These abandoned homes, once symbols of loss, are slowly becoming opportunities for rebirth and reinvention. Thank you for joining me in exploring this fascinating story of Japan's abandoned homes. If you're inspired to explore real estate opportunities, whether in Japan or anywhere else, I can connect you with a realtor who matches your personality and ensures accountability at no cost to you. Finding the right home or investment doesn't have to be daunting. We'll make it happen together. Stay curious and see you in the next story.